my goodness gracious. Greetings, everyone. It is 2 o'clock Texas time on a Tuesday afternoon. I'm here with Mr. TTFT Cut. Wow, I can't get my words out today. I haven't had enough coffee. I'm here with Mr. TTFT Cuts. How are you, Cuts?
Hi.
What's up?
I completely forgot that it was going to be now, so I'm rushed. Yeah.
Now is now, as a matter of fact. Oh, that's good coffee. Let's see. We got some Dragon Racer 73. We got Air Donnie Tribal, Mr. Trilby, and Greater C. And of course, Mr. Cuts. Hey, I hope everybody's having a good day. Things are finally easing off for me on the whole, busy secret projects nonsense behind the scenes. I still have a secret project I'm working on, but I have another secret project that's finally out the front door. First episode of Vigram's Chance Season 4 went out earlier this morning by Mr. ForgeCraft. All the other episodes are hitting tomorrow. Tomorrow afternoon. Well, tomorrow over the course of the day. Mine goes out at noon tomorrow, which will be, I think, 6 p.m. your time or something, Cats. I'm not sure.
I think so.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, something like that. I'm having a great day, Mr. Brad Batslap. Thank you very much for asking. I hope you're having a good day. We are waiting for the ForgeCraft server to restart. Periodically, we have to reboot it because TPS goes down after it's been running for a while. It's one of them things. Hey, Richard Falk, what's happening? There's a big update on Twitch. My Twitch dashboard, like the thing that you control your channel with, looks not totally different, but fairly different. And there's a lot of new and interesting tools that they have added that I have not gotten into yet. I will be curious to delve into those. I'm not going to do that right now, though. Hey, Grimtides. Oh my gosh. Greater C says we're supposed to get 2 to 4 inches of snow by the end of the day out here. Wow. I do not foresee snow in our winter season this Texas year, so yeah. Oh well. All hands abandoned stream to watch Ferg's video. Yeah, probably. VC4 episode, week 1, part 1 is basically going out. Ferg put his out yesterday, and mine goes out tomorrow. You'll hear a lot of similar audio between the different videos. However, it will be different perspectives, and I'm quite sure different people will cut their videos in different ways. And also, don't forget, sometimes the start of a brand new series can be a little dull because you have to find your footing on things. But, I think we have just a packed house this year on Season 4, specifically because we've got 12 people participating this go-round. And more might join later. I don't know. We'll see. I can't get enough coffee. FYI, there was a response for the Witchwater barrel issue on Omnia. Oh, it's good. There's a bug in Omnia regarding Witchwater. We've had crashes with it. Don't know why. We have an update that I'm going to be pushing out to the pack. 1.1 is going to get flagged as stable, and then I'm going to push out 1.2. It'll be flagged as beta. It'll hit the test server and get released to the public. It's going to have a lot of little fixes in it, I suspect. We'll see. So, yeah. Hey, Peak81, what's happening? And hello, George Nass. Wielder of the voice. Thank you very much, George. I appreciate it. Things have been really hectic over the last month or two. I've had a lot of projects relating to Season 4. And if you notice, a lot of people are actually calling it 4.1. That's because there is actually a 4.2 planned. And it gets even more complex, and there's a lot of moving parts. Mr. Dragon Racer is in on that joke. Yeah, good thing with Ferg's video coming out first is we get to see all of his deaths, and then we can watch the others more seriously. Ferg actually, I can't remember what his death count was. We do have a death counter in the actual server this time around, thanks to FTB Utilities. So we will be keeping track of who's scoring the most points on that front. Server's still rebooting. So, Mr. Kutch, you've been digging into T-Love Tax Pack, huh? A fellow ForgeCrafter. How has that pack been going? What's different about it?
It's got better with mods in there. No refined storage or AE2.
Interesting. Okay.
Despite T-Love saying that he wants to try new things, TCon is still sacred.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's all sorts of bits and pieces. I've been building a house on there, posting a couple of pictures.
Yeah, see, last 2 packs, I haven't had TCon. So now, this go-round, I put TCon in the pack to try something new. So, yeah, it's been kind of interesting this year.
Sure taking its time to come back.
It is, and it worries me. VC4 version 1.1 is on the Curse Launcher right now, Grimtides. As per Mr. Dragon Racer 73's information. You can go find it at curse.com under the Minecraft mods, mod packs. You can find it there. Or you can load up the Curse voice client and go into the Minecraft section and search for Vagram, and you'll find it. Yes. VC4 was a struggle. 1.10.2 has been a fight and a half. Let's see. While we're waiting, I'm going to bring up... It was... Cut said, there we go. It was just taking time. What?
What? No. Oh, yeah, but that was for...
that was for the restart? For the shutdown?
Yeah. It didn't respond to the shutdown command for quite a while.
So now it is shut down. We're waiting for it to actually come back to life. Fingers crossed. Yes. VC4's out. 1.10.2 has been a fight. It's been a fight for different reasons, and we've been having trouble on ForgeCraft because of the different composition of mods. VC4 has a lot of mods that ForgeCraft does not have, and so we have been discovering a different set of bugs. Yes, there's some things I could anticipate, like ForgeCraft has refined storage, so using refined storage in VC4 is a known quantity. But there's other stuff like we have actually additions, and ForgeCraft doesn't. There's a lot of little things like that that are that were causing us problems. Plus, we went in with a very radically different pack than what we have now, because we were trying a whole new set, as many new mods as possible. So, like Agricultural Revolution, and it was a disaster 3 months ago when we first started testing. It was completely unstable and we couldn't use it, so we had to drop it. Yeah. S-Dubs, what's going on? Dragon Racer 73 says, to be honest, I'm surprised the ForgeCraft server has lasted this long. I'll be honest. T-Love and Direwolf were hardcore power players. And they're not irresponsible in how they play, but I mean, they make a lot, and they build a lot, and they do a lot. I will spend 2 hours of a live stream putting around trying to figure out how one thing works sometimes. They are far more productive and efficient in their use of time than I am. So they get more done and more packed into the season that they have already wrapped up on the server. So yeah, the server saw a lot of use when like Soren was on it, and T-Love was on it, and Direwolf was on it, and of course me and Cuts are on it. There was a while where Aurorax was playing, but then she got hit with connection problems, and then sick, and then computer problems, and so yeah, it's been a rough season. Hey Arseg, what's going on? Oh, Aridani Tribal says he's going to be taking off in a little bit to get a new phone, getting a Galaxy S7 Edge. That's actually the phone I want. Aridani, I just don't know if it's the phone I can afford. Yes, you are late, Arseg. It's okay, though. Yeah, they've been very conscious of lag and world-ending problems and limiting/squashing them. We have actually tried to stay on top of some of the more serious problems, but like for a long time, the area around Spawn was not unplayable. That's hyperbole, but it was pretty steep into the lag territory. And that's just the way things work sometimes when you have that many people playing. Season 4 of Vigram's Chance is going to be a little bit different. We have 12 people on the server, and I will be honest, we had 10 of those 12 people online on this past Friday night at once. And I was a tad worried the server was going to catch fire, but it turns out it went okay. Yeah, aka the barrel bug. S-Dub says, oh, Vigram, did my suggestion on GitHub help regarding Ex Nihilo? aka the barrel bug. We have an update that's going to be coming out and updating to a new version, and we'll be able to test that. But right now, the barrels break just fine in single player. I have no problems with it in single player. It's only on servers, which I'm assuming is a desync issue of some kind. But we haven't had a chance to update. That's probably going to be coming out tomorrow, which means the test server gets updated tomorrow. Beta version of the pack gets updated. 1.1 gets flagged as usable. So we'll see. I will get back to you on that. I'm hoping, though. Right now, the best solution people have had is if you have a wooden barrel you can't move, put lava in it and burn it. Works. Oh, Bigram, are you busy doing things tomorrow? I noticed there isn't a game and chill stream on the schedule. You are correct, Greater C. A, I'm going to take a week off because I don't know what to do there. B, I need to evaluate what games I want to game and chill in game with. People don't really watch Warframe. They watch me playing Warframe. It's different. I don't think they really... I don't know. I don't think people really get into Warframe that much. I think it's a certain small set of people, and everybody else is, oh, isn't that interesting? And they just kind of, they sit back and watch the hilarity or the action or the whatever, but otherwise they've kind of checked out. So I will be doing more Warframe in the future, but tomorrow afternoon, I need to focus on back-end server stuff for the test server because we have a consistent set of problems that are causing things to give us grief. Speaking of servers giving us grief, Mr. Cuts, I'm noticing a distinct lack of ForgeCraft.
It'll be on its way back. Player prompted me and told me that you need to do the command again if it doesn't exit normally. I didn't even notice that it didn't exit with status 0, which is everything's fine. So okay. Whatever happened, it's coming back.
At some point, I need to very, very politely request that you write down some notes that I can save somewhere to reference if I ever have to do that myself and you're busy. Because if you tell me verbally, I will forget. Yeah, Dragon Ursa says, I like and play Warframe.
Thanks up.
Yes, let's see if we can step back on here. Logging in. Yeah, I think basically on the test server right now... Ooh, wait a minute. Let's see if this works. Actually, you know what? I'm going to keep things interesting. Let's go straight to Vagrant Vision. Yeah. The test server is... Did Cuts get a new mic? Question mark.
No.
Maybe he's just reshaped his head, especially for us. That's the guess I'm going to go with. Oh, Nightbot's awake. Yay. Hashtag exclamation point. Isn't that technically called like a bang or something? An exclamation point in Unix terms?
I don't know.
I remember Unix being very, very violent. Bang, hash, slash, whack, Sounds like you're beating somebody up. Anyway. Hey, Sin Eyes, what's going on, man? Exclamation point restart. If exit code isn't 0, do it again. Hey, that's simple. I can remember that, actually.
That's pretty much what it is.
Yeah. Okay. That's doable. Okay. I'm going to get up out of the way here for just a second. Yeah, I have an icon that was custom done for me for Vagrant Vision by Mr. Cuts himself. Didn't you do the icon, Cuts?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, he gave me the filter and then gave me the icon just in case I forgot I had the filter on. Which is a good idea because I have literally forgotten that I've had the filter on. So
there have been times.
That's how effective it is, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, Matt B, what's going on? So yeah, oh gosh, we have a project that we are going to delve into today, Mr. Cuts, and it is almost entirely your brainchild and testing. Would you like to?
Well, I mean, you came up with the using of the interdiction torches.
That's true, but I mean, well, almost entirely. Not entirely, but it was a joint effort. But I think the idea initiated with the return of spikes being in the game from extra utilities and Dark Glass and Cursed Earth and some other things and the Hopper Hawk. Basically, we want to see if we can cobble together. See what I did there? Anyway, I know, right? We want to see if we can cobble together a no power mob farm. That's basically, that's how I would think of it, right?
Yep, and it works.
Yeah.
Having tested the design.
So, yeah. Houston Medical Center. Oh, yeah, the coffee fairy is here. Yes, the wife is actually out earning money. She has a side job that she does, which is currently paying about probably more than half our bills right now. So, hi, honey. No audio.
BRB a sec.
Yeah. So we had a project last week that Kutch was working on. He ran across a blockade and functionality in that the transposer from Open Computers won't talk to the player chest or next to utils to you for whatever reason. He was going to try and make a remote control inventory system using a little pad in Open Computers, but that hit a blockade. What I'm going to try and do today, let's see. I think if I do at storage drawers. Nope. Okay. Nope. There we go. Okay. We're going to try and make a no power mob farm. Why is this in my inventory? I put it away. Weird. Okay. Specifically, we're going to make it out of a combination of cursed earth, dark glass. We're going to use Hopperhawks from Botania. Might use 2 just to increase the pickup of the efficiency of pickups. Maybe 1 would be enough. But
Only need 1.
Oh, only need 1?
Yep. Everything gets shoved into a corner, so you don't need to have the area.
Okay. Can I really not put that in a bag? What's going on here? That was bizarre. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Reliquary rod does not want to be put in the corner, apparently. Oh, wait a minute. I can get this, and I can get this. And I can do a thing with 2 things, turning them into 1 thing. There we go. Hey, Stephen Burns, what's going on? How are you? By the way, I want to remind everybody, first of all, thank you very, very much for coming to watch my shenanigans and just hanging out in general and being here and following along with this ForgeCraft adventure with Cuts and I. We greatly appreciate it. But I don't know what you do for a living, Cuts. Do you do this for a living, technically?
I don't really. I don't really have any income.
Okay.
At the moment, I'm unemployed.
By the way, I just noticed. Can you do your raise your arms together again in a cheer? I need to talk to a Lucent. The armor arms don't move. So your arms come up through your armor and you wave and then they go back in.
I know about that issue.
Yeah.
I encountered exactly that problem with Avaricia. And how though you can make the arms go with, but what I ended up doing was going into more detail and having it find the pieces that were the arm and match the rotation of that, so no matter what you did with your arms, it always matched.
That could be cool. Needless to say, I think I need to talk to a Lucent about that armor. Anyway, I do this for a living, and Cuts helps me do it for a living, especially on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So don't forget, you can support the channel in lots of different ways. Even if you're just giving us a thumbs up on those videos, subscribe to the channel, always helps. Maybe retweet some things here on Twitter when we have the live stream come out, or, when the live stream reposts or whatever. Stuff like that helps a long ways. You do not have to have money to throw at me or donations or tips or whatever in order to support the channel. You can do it a lot of different ways. Even if you just want to go to discord.vagram.com and hang out with the League of Ordinary Gamers, you can talk to Cuts and I there. Just come hang out with us. Be people, whatever. And it's cool. Just remember that. Hey, Matthew 16, what's going on? And Sapram is here. Hey, Sapram. Sapram's actually one of the people who's joining in on BC4. And episodes start coming out tomorrow. More episodes. So, anyway. Thank you very much for the support. I greatly appreciate it. So, Cuts, do you want me to start making... I was thinking about making some, storage drawers. Do you have an estimate on how many we would need?
I'm not sure. It depends on how many different types of drops there are and how you want to do it.
I think.
I think I overmade the one on my test one where I slapped together 15 of the 4 times draws.
15?
Yeah, I think I way overestimated the amount that was needed. I just chucked a load down.
What is that like? That's 60 steps or something.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I mean, it was an overestimate.
That seems steepish.
Because it was the one in the nether, I also put down a compacting drawer for the gold nuggets to turn them into blocks.
I figured I could do well, I don't know if we're going to do this here in the overworld burst, right?
Whichever. We already have all the stuff to do either. I mean, The only reason I did it there first was the same reason we did the one here first, for getting the drops of evil.
Right. I think it would be cool to have it here first. Which means I don't necessarily need the compacting drawer, but I'm thinking maybe 5 4 times drawers. That would be technically 20 different things. Do you think that's going to track? Is that going to be enough stuff space?
Oh, well, remember there's things like the witches' hats and all the junk that they drop as well. I mean, you got sticks, bottles, redstone, glowstone, the witch hats, just from them.
What do you think?
Rotten flesh, iron, potatoes, carrots, zombie hearts.
Well, some of this, see, I don't know if we'll do the storage first, and then we can send it out to the system later. Thinking, where did my tablet? There we go. Thinking, I was thinking 20, but we could boost it to 25 or 30.
I don't know how many there actually would be right. I can't remember how many different drops there are here.
Let's start off with 25 and see what happens. 25 and a
I suppose we can go look at the chest down the other place and see what we've ended up with. How many different types of things.
Actually, you know what I need to do anyway? Actually, hang on a sec. We have power. Why do we have power? We almost always have a dearth of, dearth of power when I log in because, everything is, okay. So for some reason, power is not traveling back to this side, but that's fine. I'm going to actually put in a second. It looks like our Ender Pearl farm is catching up a little bit. Okay. Okay, I don't know why. We have a whole bunch of power, but we have a whole bunch of power. I'm not going to question it. Let's keep going. So I'm thinking 4 times drawers. What do we have a lot of wood-wise? Not a lot of acacia wood or... Oh, wait a minute. We have tons of wood out here. Let me go get some logs. Yep. I'm just gonna... Yep, tons of logs. Whee! So, we have a combination system that we would like to try to make that is going to be entirely RF free. That is my end-all be-all goal. Whoops. Just put my coin in the system. Gold. Where's my coin? What is it? Coin? There it is. Coin. Whew. Okay. Actually, for the time being, bauble. Amulet. Thank you. I think it'd be cool to make an entirely RF free or power free mob farm. It just runs, it sorts, it goes. You would not have to fuel it. You would not have to maintain it. If we set it up right, then the storage system would be kind of self-monitoring as well, self-handling, so to speak. Just do that. I need one more of these. Oh, wait a minute. Let me do... wood.
You could even attach an external storage to it from refined storage and put extract only on it or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of different options here. Let's put those in there. Let's do a dark oak. Why does it show all of them? I don't. That seems good. That seems like a lot-ish. Nope. Drawer. Let's get that and put that there. I have a controller. I have 16 2x2 drawers, or 4 times drawers, as I call them. Yeah. I haven't forgotten. The wife reminded me, is he meaning to have vagrant vision on the whole time? Hey, Rain to me. Rain Chamoy? I don't know. So Moe. Totally not playing around with slime boots and slime slinging the VC4 pack while watching the stream. Mr. Chili. Okay. Cuts, where do you want to make this thing? Yours was actually kind of compact, not real huge.
Well, that's because that's the size of the interdiction torches. That's as big as it can be.
If we wanted to, we have a top tier space back here in the attic. We could do it all the way back here. Keep it in the house. I mean, we got to do something with this space, right?
Yes, I suppose. It wouldn't be aligned to the house or anything because it's 7x7 basically.
That is your burden to wield. I'm less worried about it. What is? Oh, okay. Yeah, see, this looks like a single block going down the middle. It's not. This is half and half. That's a block right there, and that's a block right there. It's very deceptive. There are a lot of visual illusion, kind of eye tricks in this house that I like. A lot of little things like that. But we could do it here, or I think if we go one floor down, let's actually use the stairs. We have space back here as well. We have space off to the sides, like we could do it off one of these corners.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that would eat into the roof.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. The roof slope. So we either have back here on this floor or the one above, or we could do it outside over near the actual like Botania whatever area. You want me to go flatten out?
I mean, we have chunk loaders there as well. I mean, this section isn't actually chunk loaded. This back section.
That's a good point. So where are the chunk loaders?
This one's probably the most sensible. We've got over the 9 chunks over here around the altar.
Yeah, first of all, I think we have, yep, okay. The apple farm is in fact full. I need to get better or automate this or something. Let me go dump this.
Just put like a void storage drawer for it or something.
Pretty much what I'm going to do. Yeah, use a 2x2 drop to make an even number mob farm. Actually, we're not doing a drop. We're just pushing them into a corner. That's the beauty of it. But Cuts figured out a size that works, that's not too big, because one of the key components that we are using are interdiction torches. That is the mob movement method.
Yep, 3 interdiction torches shove all the mobs into a pair of diamond spikes.
Right, that's in one corner. So basically, all the mobs get pushed into a pair of diamond spikes in the corner. You only need 2 of them. What is it? One on the roof, one on the floor?
Yeah. The middle can stay empty because the interdiction torches will push spiders upwards.
Exactly.
So they can't ever hide in the gap.
Okay, we have this chunk right here we could do it in.
Yes, I was going to put the AE stuff there, but that works too.
The AE, the auto-crafting whatever's?
Yeah.
Okay. That means we don't really have to clear out space unless I want to even this out.
No, I mean, we can do it there. There's no reason why not. I mean, I could just clear another corner. It was arbitrary.
Yeah. This is I really need to have a talk with the neighborhood Enderman. These guys.
I know. I left it fine. It's just been getting more eroded.
It just gets worse and worse over time.
Now, the thing is, do you remember when Endermen were first added, and they could pick up anything?
When I actually started playing Minecraft, Endermen were already a thing. So I do not remember. Okay. I don't remember pre-Enderman.
When they were added, they could move any blocks. So what tended to happen is if you weren't around, especially if you made your house near spawn, so the chunks were loaded or near other people, your house would erode.
They would just take parts of the house.
Because they just move bits of the house.
That seems super rude.
It was changed so that they have a very, very slim number of blocks that are capable of moving.
Good. Yeah, the landscape over here gets more and more dotted. There's points where they take the dirt blocks right back here behind my water reserve. They'll steal a dirt block, so there's just water spilling out onto parts of the farm. It's yeah. I need to start replacing stuff over here with actual... Oh, yeah, I can't do that on this. Cobblestone. How I miss my trash slot. Let's see. Oh, yeah, lava. So, let's see. How do you want to orient this? Do you want to put storage? I figured storage would be on kind of either on this side or on this side, and we would put the mechanics and the gubbins up near the hill.
It doesn't really matter. I mean, the way I did it on Tilo's one is that the draw controller was in the corner where it was being collected, and then just the drawers were along the front face. So yeah, the drawer was at one side, and that's where the spikes were.
So you need a 7x7?
The interior is 5x5, yeah, but it's 7x7 total plus. Well, it's 7x8 really, because you got the row of drawers on one face.
Hang on a sec. Somewhere around here, I have building blocks.
Yeah, I just realized I got no cobble or anything on me.
Gosh darn it. I've got dirt.
You wouldn't want to build anything out of dirt.
No, we're not going to build it out of dirt. I'm just using it as markers.
That's across the chunk edge.
How far do I need to move it?
These are in the corners of the chunks.
Oh, I see. Never mind. Which means... Let's pick this up and relocate it. A nice lady. Which means it's going to be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Which means I can do... Can I do right up against it? Like here? If this is going to be the collection corner? Or do I need to do it
No, you'd put it one further in.
Oh, it's a part of...
Put it there.
Okay, well, hang on a sec. Do I have... So this is literally a part of the 7x7.
Yeah, the corner columns have the interdiction torches. And no, not like that. It's the thing, you see. I put one in the corner, and then I had the drawers in front of it. It was at the side.
So we need to do like this?
Yeah, it was like that with the drawer on the side, and then the stuff was on the front.
Let me get an axe. Wow,
and if you've got
crap.
16, which I think you had, did you not?
I can't remember. I think I made 16.
Yeah, then it'll be the same as what I did, except instead of this one, don't put it on top of this one, put it on top of the other 5 and make them 3 high. Because that's exactly the same as the one I did with the T-Love, except the one at the end next to the controller was the compression drawer for gold.
Right. So, okay. That is the setup, right? Which means
now we need something that isn't dirt.
Okay. But I at least know
definitely don't want it spreading.
Yeah. Okay, we actually probably need to make an insulating layer of not dirt, right? Or something around it? Or will it not spread under the glass?
Well, it managed to spread diagonally.
Here's a zombie after you, good sir.
Rude.
How rude. I say, good sir. Okay. So then we probably want to do like a buffer zone of cobble?
Yeah, probably around the edge as well. I got below.
Okay.
Cool.
Where did this dirt block come from? What the heck? Give me a sec. I'm going to read chat real quick. Use a 2x2 drop to make an why chateau to cuts can be copied and pasted for other CMB users to enjoy. Why is my FOB so low, says Super Kid? Because I'm old. That's my excuse. Hey, Hanzi what's going on? How are you? Yeah, Super Kid, I'm old. See? Gray hair. I'm an old person. Get off my lawn. Yeah, I don't like the high FOV. It stretches things out and it ruins the visuals. I actually like seeing things. You know, like details and whatnot. I'm going to go get some not dirt.
I can understand it if you had like a particularly wide aspect ratio monitor or whatever, but other than that, it's a bit...
Yeah. Birch, maybe? I think birch is a good contrast for dark oak, right?
Yeah.
Let's go birch.
We're looking to do.
And then I can do this all the way around, right?
Yeah, that's going to be the floor level.
Is that bad?
No. Actually, you know what?
See, that pops. I like that. It's got contrast. Contrast! Okay. Probably need to go get you some dark glass, huh?
That would be helpful.
Yes. Let me get on the dark glass while you get things dug out, set up, and whatnot. Dark? Do we have some dark clear glass? We do have some. A whole 4 blocks. Dark, clear. Yes?
Go for the XU stuff.
Oh, really? Okay. What is it called? Dark glass?
Just dark glass.
Dark glass. Yay! Okay, so thickened glass, which is sandy glass, which is...
Sand plus glass. You smelt half your glass and then mix it with the sand and smelt it again.
You can smelt half your glass, mister. That sounds rude. Okay, I do not need all of that. I'm just going to keep a little bit. We can wait for this to process. Wait. So nice watching my internet try to kill itself, says Aerodynamic. What's been going on with you and your
Dang it,
internet?
I accidentally offset this whole thing by 1 block.
What?
I pulled off by 1 block. I accidentally moved it 1. I
Oh.
filled in a block that I shouldn't have.
Like
Like that line should have actually been under the drawers, not in front of them.
Oh. Whoops. Low Res Gamer says, greetings, Earthlings! Hi, Low Res, what's up? Yeah, Brad Batslav says, I don't like the Quake mode either. Distorts things too much. Exactly, it ruins visuals, man. You're just whipping through the game as quick as possible, ignoring some of the prettier parts of it. And yes, I understand the graphics for Minecraft aren't high-end, but I mean, it's still a factor. I am building a structure. I want it to look like an office building or whatever. I don't want it to look like a stretched-out smear of a spaghetti streak, you know? It's just, no. It's, And I realize this might be an age thing. I get it, because all of the people I know that have high FOVs, fields of view, if anybody doesn't know what FOV is, anybody I know that has a super high FOV, they're a lot younger than me. I get it. Here, Donnie Trouble says, I live in rural America. I'm lucky to have internet. Sounds like you live in Hawaii or something. Hey, Sanctass, what's going on, man?
Well, isn't that like the ruralist?
What, Hawaii?
Oh no, I said that perhaps Alaska is probably worse.
Technically speaking, no. Because there is actually industry within Alaska because it's easy to connect to by continent. You can run pipes all the way down through Canada into the continental U.S. But Hawaii, the whole island factor, internet in Hawaii sucks. Everybody's, oh, I want to move out to Hawaii. It's such pretty. Yeah, it's very pretty. But there's no internet out there. Not really. Not real world internet. They have like cartoon kids internet.
That said, it is also tiny.
Yes, Hawaii's not big.
So, like, if you're out in the middle of nowhere in Alaska, it'd probably be worse because you'd be further from everything.
Actually,
as opposed
no.
to in one of the settled areas in Alaska, I mean.
Well, I mean, that's the thing, right? Some of the most some of the most high-tech areas of Alaska are the farthest northwest. How can I say this and not butcher this sentence? Are the farthest northwest you can get in Alaska. Yes, there we go. Because all the way up in the north slope of Alaska, way, way far out past all the civilized areas, that's where the industry is. That's where all the oil is. That's why so much of the tech got pulled up through the civilized area up to where the oil is. That's why it's actually not that bad in Alaska. Okay, I don't have... What can we use? Black dye biomes. Oh, wait a minute.
Graphite.
Graphite? Really?
Graphite. Charcoal. Break it down to graphite.
How do you break it down to... Charcoal. How do I break it down to graphite? Just grind it?
Just craft it, I think. Yep, craft it by itself. Get 2.
Okay. Hey, there we go. Problem solved. Okay. I have crafted some emo glass for you. There you go. Dark glass, right behind you. I'm going to get the hopper hawk we have here.
It's going to need to be floating.
It's going to need to be a... Oh, I can do that. Hang on a sec. I could do a floating thing. Squiggle, what's been going on, man? You been busy? I would guess 98% of Alaska has no internet, just the cities in the... Well, yeah, 98% of Alaska has no people in it. Of course,
well, that's what I meant, like out in the middle of nowhere.
Well, right, but there aren't any people out there. That means it's kind of a moot limitation to put. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah. I was saying that what I was saying with the versus Hawaii thing is, if you were just in some random out of the way point in Hawaii, you would be closer to having the services than if you're out of somewhere in Alaska, because Alaska's so big and empty.
Yes, but it's still easier to get vehicles out there if something, God forbid, happened to you. So, yeah, with Hawaii, yes, it's not that big, and there aren't that many remote locations. But the point with Alaska is, where there are people, there are internet. In Hawaii, where there's people, there's not always internet. So, yeah. Yeah, see, Low-Res Gamer says, actually, most of South Alaska is in range for satellite internet. Lousy ping times, but the service is there. Hey, Dark Preacher. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, Dark Preacher is another person and Saffron both are people you want to keep your eyes on for tomorrow and, this week when episodes start coming out for VC4. You can go to Vagram.com/VC4, and there's a whole list of everybody that's participating. Go sub to all of them. Pretty please. Floating flowers of floatiness. I need to glowstone to make it sparkle. What do I have the most of? Black flowers. Sounds about par. We're going to get this. Make it glimmer. Sparkly. Then we get...
You got the spikes?
Past you. No, I don't have the spikes. I have not made them yet. Floating flower of floatiness. Here.
Did you make the torches?
I'm just going to stick that down somewhere. I have not. I made the glass and then came out here to make a hopper hawk. You want me to make the torches?
No, I'm just saying because I'm at the thing. I can make them if you hadn't already.
Yeah. No, I have not. Have not made them. We don't want to double up on the spikes because the spikes are made of diamonds. Actually, we can because I kind of...
It's 18 diamonds for 4 spikes.
Yeah. Well, I mean...
Which is actually not that bad, considering their power.
Last count, we have 783 diamonds. Because I misclicked last week. Yeah, that's it. I misclicked several times in a row, but whatever. I live near Kentucky, where there is Google Fiber. KC. Kentucky, right? I was 10 miles down the road from a place that had fiber. I had frickin' dial-up. Mr. Preacher sounds a little bitter. Yes, I live in Houston, where we have average, fair to middling internet speeds. They're not horrible, but they're not great. However, The bigger problem is we pretty much have, you're either going to be on DSL with AT&T or you're going to be on Comcast. Those are your only two options for the entire city. Most of Houston doesn't actually have dial-up service anymore because it's just not that common of a thing. There's tiny little companies that you could do dial-up with if you had to, but for the most part, you're not really going to be getting a lot of service from those folks. So, okay.
What am I doing?
I don't know. You have to do the drop of evil thing? Oh, yeah, I was about to say. Spikes are important. So, 2 spikes in the corner. One on the roof, pointing down. One on the floor, pointing up. We are going to have at the corners over here, I think that's what this is, this nice little nook, is where an interdiction torch is going to sit. The interdiction torches make a buffer zone. If a mob spawns in that zone, they get flung out, kind of like a slingshot. They get pushed. So, those interdiction torches will push into this corner, the only one that doesn't have an interdiction
Hop a
torch.
hawk. Sit on top of the draw control.
Oh, okay. That's easy.
Yeah, that's why it's
Boop.
why it's floating.
There we go. So the drawer controller is the adjacent storage that it puts stuff into. And since the adjacent storage, the drawer controller, is touching all of these drawers, it's one contiguous chunk. By the way, drawer controllers can go out, I think it's 12 blocks all the way across. I think 6 blocks in each direction. I think it goes 6
I don't know. I thought it was just the connected section.
No, there is actually a max limit. You can go out. I think it's 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think odds are that if we put another row over here, it wouldn't communicate. But there is actually a limitation of range. Yes. Actually, I'm going to get over here so we can see. Whoa. See? They immediately get pushed into that corner. The spider's fighting it. Do we not have a... We're missing a torch. No, we're not. What's going on?
Wow, that thing's frisky. I think it's got speed.
Oh, it's a speed spider. So this is a mob farm. No actual power. No RF is being devoted to this. There is no Killer Joe. Nothing. We have a...
What's going on there?
Yeah,
I mean, I know they can stay in the far corner because the forces bounce out, but then they move and get thrown along. I don't know why I'm sticking there.
Spider finally died. He'll get there eventually, whatever. So now we have stuff coming in. We've actually already had an Enderman. We've got Nebulous Hearts, Ender Eyes, Spider Eyes, String, Gunpowder, Rotten Flesh. Oh, here we go. Let's switch over to Vagram Vision. Shellicaria? I'm gonna go with that. Spider things. You see, we're getting tons of basic supplies. We'll probably start getting some weird, like, armor that's going to be showing up in here and clogging up the system. But for the most part, I'm less worried about that stuff. We could always use some Ender IO pipes to pull that stuff out of the system, but,
Yeah, I had on this end, on the T one, a controller slave and a bin and a trash can and a item conduit to pull them out and filter.
I tell you what.
Well, I would have. I didn't actually have the conduit yet because of all the Ender IO infrastructure you need to make a basic little thing.
Yeah?
Yeah, which we have here, but I don't have there.
He's not bitter, folks. He's salty with a twist of lime.
Well, it wouldn't be so bad if the extra utils transfer nodes actually did what they were supposed to with the draw controller, but they don't. If you put a filter on it and it's not the first item, it doesn't pull the thing out.
Well, I figure we could actually pull it from the controller. We could do it underground.
Yeah, that's what I mean. When you have an Ender IO an EXU2 transfer node that has a filter in it, and you attach it to the draw controller, if it fails on the first item, it gives up. So it doesn't pull things out that it's filtered against. Like if you filter it to just pull bows or whatever, and the first thing's string, it goes, oh, that's not a bow, and stops, and it doesn't pull the bows out.
Speed upgrades. Good. Item. There we go. There's some item thingamajiggers. I need to make some filters, though.
Preferably an advanced filter for the NVT matching.
Oi! Okay, need redstone. I need one of those. Silicone, because I'm in the south.
Yeah, the advanced one requires a logic controller, which is a pain in the butt.
Yep, that's what I'm making right now. I need a zombie head. Give me just a second. I will catch up on chat in just a minute. And solarium. I don't know why, but... Yeah. Not zolarium. I need solarium. Let's do 2 of those. We go over here to the creepy thing. There we go. That is crafting. Yes. What? I'm low on sugar cane? How is this a thing? Perfect. Love me coin of fortune. Okay. Huh. Let's just get some paper. Do that. This should be a thing now. It is a thing. Hey. We put this in the middle. We get an advanced item filter out. What? Here I come to save the day. Okay. Mr. Cuts. Item conduits. Trash can. Slave. What happened to the... Wait a minute. There's a filter somewhere. I thought I got the filter. Did I completely space and drop it or what? Oh, okay. I picked it up out of the system. There we go. But it didn't go into my inventory. It's like the second time that's happened. Weird. And there you go.
Thank you.
So basically, he's going to filter out stuff like we really don't need to keep 9 different kinds of chainmail armor. We don't need to keep all the damaged bows that are going to start showing up in the system, etc., etc. Hey, Doggeth, what's going on? This is kind of representation of how Vagram sees kid of epicness. Yes, I'm profoundly colorblind. Hence the upper left-hand corner, there's a Vagram vision tag. I'll go back to interesting. Let's go back to interesting. Come on, buttons. Buttons work. Had a black and white TV in the late 80s. Imagine watching Saved by the Bell in black and white and not knowing what color things were. Welcome to my world. Okay, awesome. So now we can slowly filter and declutter. What's going on?
Is that not how that works?
What? Controller slave? The controller slaves just extend. You're going to have to actually, if you want to filter and trash, you're going to have to do it off of the drawer controller. All these slave
I didn't know what the slave was for, whether it was another access point or not.
Yeah, you're going to have to basically just hook it up to this thing right here.
Okay. Good to know.
This is where we get to be creepy and press our face against the glass. See, even you'll see zombies that spawn with speed, and they will run around for a second and then get slammed into the spikes. The spikes don't take damage. See, they fight it for a second, but it is a remarkable...
Ultimately, they fail.
Yeah, ultimately they fail. It's a remarkably simple system. What is this? Oh. A lone piece of birch.
Yeah, I just took that out and I did backspace. I just put stuff away. Okay. So yeah, this is... We're only halfway done with the stream. Wow, what are we going to do with the other half? Now, Cuts. Wow, already? Wow.
What?
That was fast.
Yeah, I know. That first hour disappeared with us sitting around on our butts waiting for a server to restart. Odd, since no one was using color TVs until the 50s, didn't see widespread use until the 60s or 70s.
There we go.
So now I see some bows in there, but we're getting zombie heads, skeleton heads. We've had some witches, obviously, because I see some sugar and some redstone. We'll eventually start getting glass bottles. We'll start getting all sorts of... Oh, I saw a bow show up and then disappear.
Well, that was me putting it in there after putting it in the filter.
Yeah. But I mean, the disappear part was where we know it's working, right?
Yep.
Awesome. There we go. So we just trim the filter every once in a while, top it off, and keep things, you know, ship shape on it, and otherwise we're good. We are getting reliquary rare drops. We're getting normal drops, catalyzing glands, redstone. This is going to be an awesome source of redstone and glowstone.
Got the birch?
Who, what? Oh, birch. Yes. Ta-da! And it looks beautiful again. Yeah, I really like this design. It came out great, Guts. It is brilliantly simple. I really need some night vision. I wonder if night vision will see through this.
It does.
First of all, going to go sleep, because it's always night.
Such venom.
I'm sick of that, man. I feel like I spend like a quarter of the live stream sleeping. I swear. Wow, this skeleton's really fly into that corner. What is that? Oh, it's a zombie with a shovel. Okay. I'm gonna go see if I can get a night vision potion or something. A potion of night vision. I think that requires carrots. Night vision.
Golden carrot.
Golden carrot. Okay, we don't need a really super one. Get one of those.
It's golden carrot into an awkward potion, so.
Awkward. So we get nether wart. Do we have some bottled? Hey, we do. I don't need that many, but whatever. Just go out here, lean off
Actually,
the
could you bring a trapdoor?
Yes. What wood type do you want?
Preferably birch. It's for the filter. Like, entrance.
You're not gonna get one, you're gonna get 6. Hang on a sec. Let's put that there. 1, 2, 3. Oh, right, we have to fuel the frickin' stand now. Forgot that. You have to actually...
Redstone makes it last longer, not glowstone.
Glowstone is the...
Potency. Reduces duration, increases power.
Yeah. So if there was a night vision 2, that would be your trick. Okay.
You can see everything.
Can I do it
Around this side. On the grass.
Ta-da. Yay!
Cool. And there we go. I just need to be all void upgraded.
Void. How much obsidian?
32.
OBS idiom. 32.
It's like, 32 is what it's going to take. It's like, I just did it on the other one, like just before switching over.
Oh, wait a minute. I need to make... Wood. Big stack of those. Let's do... Oops. Big stack of those.
Wait, you've got an iron ingot. And a potato.
We will eventually get to... what is it called? A blank? No. Upgrade template. Yeah. Upgrade. Where did these things go?
What?
I made some upgrade templates. Didn't I? Nope. Maybe I didn't. There we go. Finally did. How many void upgrades did you say it was going to take?
16 drawers.
Right. Okay. I'm making...
Not that I imagine they'll all be full, but still.
Let's do... this. This. Actually, wait a minute. What is it? Is that? Okay. Make a whole bunch of those. So that we can come back here. We can get this. Sticks. My left click doesn't seem to want to. Gonna get a whole bunch of those and put those in the system. All of that goes in the system. And then we're gonna make... eight. Okay, I have 8 void upgrades. Was I gonna make something else? I've already forgotten. I mean, 16 void upgrades. We do... oh, wait a minute. Can I do it this way? Nope, can't.
What I'm seeing here is a thing that's saying controller slaves do not extend range, and probably never did. They simply add additional I/O places for the drawbank.
I'm a little fuzzy on. I thought that they cross-connected around corners and stuff like that. You can also do it with what's called, I think it's called trim.
Trim, yeah. I figured what these was for extra in-out points for the draw system, and that's apparently what they are. I think what I did is I forgot to change the bottom side of the conduit to insert.
How do I not have enough void upgrades? What happened there? Did I put 2 void upgrades on a chest? Maybe I did. I'm gonna shift right click and see if there's doubles on one. Nope. 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 Yep, there's one. Found it. Okay, now they're all void upgraded. Yeesh.
Cool.
Okay. Oh, right. I was crafting something else. Ha ha ha. Totally forgot night vision potions. Jeez. My addled brain and age are showing again. Let's get... I don't need a lot of night vision. I just want to show you guys what it looks like on the inside. Whee! There you go. Spectacular? No, but it works. You can see the Hopperhawk picking stuff up. Should be noted that it cuts, if I'm remembering right, stuff that gets spawned on this cursed earth is stronger.
I don't know if they are anymore. They certainly used to spawn with buffs. I don't know if they do now.
Yeah, they had like little particles on them or something to denote. I'm not sure if that's the case anymore, but like we're getting, oh gosh, sticks, arrows. We get ingots from something. I guess that's the zombies.
Yeah, they occasionally drop iron ingots.
You will see that periodically something gets stuck in that far corner, but eventually it will get pushed out. So yeah. Yeah. So in terms of resources, we are actually getting like day-to-day use things. Sticks, glowstone, ender pearls, redstone, iron ingots. Yeah, not bad. Not bad in the grand scheme of things. I always go dark steel helmet with potion added for the win. I'm actually going to do that myself here in a little bit, Dragon Racer. I want to make some dark steel armor, dark iron armor, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. Could you run out of void upgrades? Shame on you, exactly. Sorry, Doggett. Did you get your audio issues fixed? The fact that you're hearing cuts means it's working on streaming. I need to test it later on recording, which means that I might have to borrow you, Mr. Preacher. Pepperfly says you could add one more torch on the far corner to fix that minor issue. We have torches on all three. Yeah, we have torches on all 3 corners. I'll show you. This is where the Hopperhawk is and where the spikes are, right? This is one corner, interdiction torch. One corner, interdiction torch. One corner, interdiction torch. Every single corner. The only thing I can think of is maybe they're hitting some kind of dead zone towards the middle of the interdiction torch. Maybe we need to move this out one block, but then I'm not sure if this will
If that happens, they don't get pushed all the way into the spikes. I already did some testing. It's because it evens out. They're being pushed like together by the two at the corners.
Yeah.
And but once they shimmy out that corner, they go. They don't stick around there very long.
Exactly. So if you see, the creeper that was here is gone. Stuff will get put in that corner for a little bit, but then they will disappear shortly after because they are trying to move around and fight the actual push, and eventually they'll squeeze into a zone that will shoot them into that far corner. So it is a minor hiccup in the design, but it's not one worthy of fretting over and trying to conquer. Say they fight, and they're getting pushed. So basically the two outer ones are trying to push. Did the Hopper Hawk get your torch?
Nope.
No. Okay. There you go. So he could add a little bit more oomph in that corner, I guess. And the potion's gone. Woohoo! That 3 minutes went quick. So yeah, this is, I think, a really cool design. Initially, I wasn't 100% sure if all the parts would work in concert, but they definitely seem to be. I mean, we're getting some really good drops here, that's for sure. Mana increases their range, yes. Basically, with Hopper Hawks, if you feed them mana, their range get increased, but they actually do have a range, and I can show you right here. If I look at it.
Actually, having two in this corner is probably a better design.
See, the whole of the actual thing is encompassed with the Hopper Hawk over in this corner, and it's not even getting mana. So, I mean, it goes all the way around. This exactly covers into the walls right here and into the walls right here. So, if that's not a perfect design space, I don't know what is. So, yeah. It is very nicely laid out. It's perfect in size. It is downright elegant, I would say, in function. Oh, we're starting to get some enchanted armor here. Leather boots.
I've already put leather chest and some other stuff into the filter.
So this is that maintenance factor of us just pruning and
it's
adding.
one time.
Not pruning. Yeah, we only have to do it one time per item. So the more you do it, the less you have to do it, which is great. And it's still, honestly, we're probably not going to be getting a ton more drops, and we could probably lop off that entire top row of drawers.
Probably.
Potentially. But I mean, you know, I would rather overkill than underdo it, so.
Well, the top row drawers at least give you the thing of if you do get items, which they're not going to be blocking any of the ones that aren't.
Yeah, Kid of Epicness says you can enchant the diamond spikes. You can't enchant the diamond spikes in 110.
I don't even know if you can.
I
haven't tried.
I've tried to enchant the iron ones with sharpness, and it didn't work. If you
Diamond
have
might be
two,
possible. Don't know.
diamond maybe, I don't know, but the iron
We'll
ones
find
are
out.
gone.
So I've still got two.
If you want to go try and enchant one, I'm not sure what use it's going to be though, because it has no durability, and I don't
Looting.
think that. Why will that actually affect the actual drop rate?
Why not?
Let's find out, ladies and gentlemen. If you have two, they have more power, says Pepperfly. Oh, if you have two in that far corner, what do you mean, the opposite corner?
They do now.
What does now?
I put a second one in the corner.
Oh, yeah.
So yes.
Yeah. So we have two in this corner to actually give more oomph, more push. Yeah. See you later, Eridani. Go pick up an S7 Edge for me, too, please. Yeah. Unless it's changed the last couple of weeks, you cannot enchant the spikes in 1.10, says Brad Batslap. And Brad Batslap has a pretty good batting average so far, so I'm going to err on his side. I tried, like, when they first got put in, I tried iron spikes, but I couldn't enchant them.
Nope, they're not enchantable.
Yeah. There you go. Not enchantable. Golden spikes drop player loot now. That is true. If you look at the different spikes...
Golden spikes drop XP. Diamond spikes drop player drops.
Yeah, diamond spikes are mob drop player kill only items, as well as normal items. Golden spikes are experience. Iron spikes just do damage, and then the stone spikes.
I think they do more damage than the stone ones, and the wood ones take things down to half a heart.
Yeah,
no lower.
The wooden ones don't kill it. They get it down to half a heart, that's it. So it's basically the equivalent of a mob drop trap, where you get a mob at your end. If you push them through a row of spikes or whatever, or past a wall of spikes, they would take damage, and they would get lowered down to a half a heart, but that's it. And you have to do the rest. That's where you could employ these in like a Killer Joe or something, I guess. But Killer Joe does enough damage based upon weapon. And see, now they're getting shoved into that corner pretty well, Cuts.
Yep, I'm just surprised. When you said about the interdiction torches, I'd never seen them in use before, so turns out they were actually really good.
Yeah, basically interdiction torches don't actually stop spawning. They're a torch. The interdiction part, basically it's a two-part item. It is a torch that also has the interdiction effect. The interdiction effect is a buffer zone. If a mob spawns in that zone, they get pushed to the outer edge. And they get pushed in the direction of the edge they are closest to. That's it. It's real simple physics, basically. And so, well, it's complex physics in terms of programming. But,
not particularly, just shove away, find the angle between the two and shove them in that direction.
Yeah, find the angle of their present point within the circle and
so
closest
you find that the difference in X and Y, divide it by the distance and shove it in that direction, and they'll get further away.
See, we don't keep Cuts around just for his good looks. So basically, we have that circle that it pushes mobs out of, but that doesn't actually stop spawning. The torch part, it is an interdiction torch. So it lights up the area to prevent spawning, and if a mob wanders near that zone, the push effect keeps them out of it. That's it. It's not some magical spawn blocker. There used to be in extra utilities in 1.7.10, there used to be chandeliers and magnum torches. Those actually stopped spawning in the entire area they covered, even through walls, even in darkness. But that's not what goes on with interdiction torches. Interdiction torches, it's a rubber band effect. You should add the Botania XP flower or Enduriox XP vacuum in a barrel. You do need to prime the vacuum with XP. XP vacuum?
Regardless, that would need to be golden spikes, and we want the drops, not the XP.
Wait a minute. What was Dark Preachers just said, nom nom tasty little troll. What was that?
Said eat me.
Oh. I don't have the teeth for it. Plus, you probably upset my stomach. We need to be, it need to be golden spikes to yield experience. That's probably we have right now is we're using diamond spikes for the drops. We aren't getting experience. We could mix it, but then we would end up getting like a golden spike on the roof, a diamond on the floor, but we have no guarantee every mob would hit both. John Broham says, dude, you're old to be playing Minecraft. So?
It's a rated E for everyone for a reason.
Yeah. There's no upper age limit on Minecraft. Suck it up, Buttercup. I have seen the diamond spikes drop XP, or is that unintended? That's unintended. They're not supposed to.
I haven't seen them drop any XP in either this one or on T-Love's pack. So I assume that was coincidence, or they were killed by something else.
Yeah, we don't have any little XP orbs getting pooled up in the corner there.
Some golden boots, but they can sit there for now. I don't think we're going to end up filling. Even with all the armor, there's not going to be so many types of thing that all the drawers get full, so it doesn't really matter.
I'm going to go down here. I can do...
Oh, that reminds me. I found that the better with mods Crucible, when stoked, it will melt armor and weapons when they are damaged. You don't have to repair them. It'll melt them down to the full amount of stuff.
Ooh, that's
great
nice.
For recycling, especially from mob farms.
In my pack, we actually have a mod called Giacomo's Foundry, which does a similar concept. It gets the value left in damage of an item and gives you the remainder, if there is any, in materials back. So you can get gold boots, and even if they're damaged, you'll get like a nugget or two of gold left based upon how much damage they've taken.
This was like an 80% damaged sword, gave back 2.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could still repair this stuff and then actually recycle it if you wanted to. So yeah, we do have that same kind of concept in our pack. It's just a different mod. So yeah, I think this came out fantastic. I think this was a great project. I do wonder if we could generate more dark glass to do the roof, but
Oh, there's plenty more dark glass. We've got loads.
Do we?
Got another 36. Put it in a box over here. mean, you gave me a stack, and I only used like what 27.
Something like that.
Wasn't it? Well, 28 because I broke one because I realized I put one in the way and I need to go put the spikes in.
Glass. But actually, you know what? I'm gonna put the dirt block there. Let's go this way, ladies and gentlemen. Oh wait, you can't say the reason you have been. Mr. Dark Preacher's got a black belt in banning people. Yeah, we probably have. What we tend to have is, if you see a troll speaking, you can report them. What we tend to have is you get these guys that have multiple channels on the same YouTube account. And they basically want to go on sprees. They'll go find some channels and they'll start trash talking and then come back as a different channel, come back as a different channel on the same stream. So the end result is basically there are people that are losers that have no time. I mean, they have nothing better to do with their time. So, remember, you can report these people when you see them. If you see folks posting nasty stuff like that in stream, you can report them too. I'm going to get this, and I'm going to get this, and put it in the system, because eventually...
I stuck a window in the roof.
Oh, very cool.
Not that you can really see a whole lot, but...
I'm going to sit here a second and see if that comes back out. Potion. Okay, it looks like they went in there. Yeah, it's not the greatest of views, but I do think it kind of, rounds out. I do like this pattern that you used for this block, though. The, what's this stuff called? Zigzag? This is what I'm using for my floors on the test server. So,
I used them in a section of wall in the house on Tila's one. Like in the stairwell.
It seems to have gone quiet. Oh! Skeleton! You see him just whip across from that far corner all the way into the spikes.
Yeah, it looks like it's a much better design. Oh, hey, we've got a bow. Why do we have a bow?
Witches' hats. Woohoo! So, yeah.
Why do we have a bow? That's meant to have pulled the bow.
Was it enchanted?
Is it gone now?
Maybe the first one was?
Yes.
Yes. I still think
I turned off meta detection, so we have to be careful with filtering.
Okay, yeah. I still think there should be a recycler in, as Brad Batchlife saying, I still think there should be a recycler. Immersive engineering is the second level for the crusher. Could give nuggets and sticks when you throw in armor drops. And I agree, actually, Brad. I think that's a really good idea that could be pitched to Mr. Blue Sunrise. But that might not go across as in line with the mod. I don't know. I do think of Giacomo's Foundry, it adds one block. That's it.
Giacomo, probably.
Giacomo, Giacomo.
Yeah, Giacomo.
Okay.
It's a name.
What? Yeah, well, yes. That part I figured out. But yeah, so that Foundry mod basically adds one block. That's it. And it does one thing very, very well. And I really do like that concept. It's a great little mod. It is not overdone in any way. I'm guessing what I'm seeing is periodically I see Endermen that are popping out, but it looks like they're still taking damage.
Yeah, and then they die at the spike. I think that's a server-client desync, and that the client still thinks the Enderman should be teleporting away from damage, but the server's preventing it, and it's not synced.
Interesting. Okay.
I mean, I noticed that in testing, and I said something to him about it, but he hasn't replied.
Well, it's desynced in our favor, so I'll keep it.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine the spikes are specifically stopping it so that they can be used to kill the Endermen.
Yeah.
But the fact that it's not doing so on the client is a bit weird.
Anyway, yes. Giacomo's Foundry is really, really good mod. And basically, you put stuff into it. It is mostly vanilla stuff. It doesn't actually deal with modded stuff very, very well. But when it comes to vanilla stuff, like mob farms, stuff you get off skeletons, you can put stuff in there, and it will give you the parts back for the most part if it's undamaged. Hey, Shadow Ops, what's going on? I'm in school, so can't listen.
Got a very fast, very angry Enderman here.
I see. Does he have a speed buff or something? Is that a thing?
I think it's the You've got black smoke coming off him, so I think it might be the buff from the Cursed Earth.
Stephen Burns says, Vigram's on my very short subscription list because he's older. 99% less shenanigans. We still have fun here. We just don't have to be dorks about it. Does the interdiction torch prevent Enderman teleport through the area? No. I'm pretty sure they can teleport from one side to the other. Can they teleport from outside the area to inside the interdiction torch area? Probably, but then they would get pushed right back out. Where'd he go?
Where'd he go?
Here, Mr.
I think
Enderman.
it died over here.
Did he?
I saw a buff of white smoke and an ender particle, so I don't know. Doesn't appear to be on the minimap anymore.
Yeah. I see a sheep. Small little sheep. Hello, sheepy.
Meanwhile, in this farm, everything's a lot more chill.
I was about to say, we have this one over here, you notice? This is actually going, but this is our crystal farm for blood magic. And you can see we have these vacuum chests. Stuff gets pulled out from these and then piped over to this thing. Yep.
Yeah.
And these chests actually... We have 3
That's
bones
deliberate.
and 5 apples in here. Ah! No.
It's okay. It shoves more in there, that's fine.
I was about to say. I keep forgetting that a whole bunch of this stuff doesn't have a UI, so I right-click on it to see what the numbers are. That's not a good thing. Anyway. That is making Demon Will crystals for us.
Yep.
For blood magic. And of course, we have another tiny mob farm down here that is feeding our blood altar. So this is like the 3rd one we have in this area. But that's fine.
Yeah, that one doesn't actually have loot collection.
No. Technically, we could put a hopper hawk and a chest.
Yeah, probably should.
And then pipe it over to this system over here from underground. We could do that. We had the pipe just come over, up, and just feed it into the same bank of stuff. Probably be worth it. Maybe let me go look at hopper hawks. Nope, wrong chest. Always the wrong chest. Not generating. Silly person. I say. There we go, hopper hawks. So Enderman are able to teleport in but get pushed out, says Pepperfly. I think that's how it works, Pepperfly. Yeah, it only pushes mobs in its area, out of its area. That's the only thing it's really doing. Hey, Heart of Dragons, what's happening? Yeah, Duskbori says, may the desync be forever in your favor. Hunger Games reference, check. Oh, I have a suggestion for cuts. Well of Suffering. Replace 75% of the cursed earth with graveyard soil from Tinkerers. Instantly heals the undead. What,
yes, this is true.
So we checkerboard it?
Yeah, but getting in there and actually doing that's going to be a pain because there's creepers. They'll just blow everything up.
That's true.
I can't be bothered. Once it's done, Cursed Earth is sealed.
Wait a minute.
I mean,
no, we could do it
fine,
from the bottom. We could do a Wanda swapping from the bottom side, couldn't we?
I suppose, yeah.
Graveyard soil. I'm curious now. How hard is graveyard soil to make? Graveyard.
It is.
Graveyard. Yeah, okay. Oh, gosh. We have loads of all of that. Loads.
It's not really necessary, though. I mean, we've got plenty. We've got all the life points we're going to need. Certainly got all the demon ball we're going to need. I don't really think it's much of a need.
Well, there is some graveyard soil in the system now if you want to use it. Just FYI.
Oh, hey, we've got a healing potion.
Really? That'd be nice.
A witch died with it in her hands before she could drink it.
Poor witchy poo. Old TV reference. Check. Let's see. Mr. Trilby said something about 200 RF per tick with AA oil on the test server, probably. Eventually, I'll be making 25k RF per tick with AA oil. Not the crystallized, just the normal. Yeah. And the VC4 pack, we actually have not only a whole bunch of really cool mods, we also have advanced generators. And you can make some pretty crazy power with advanced generators if you just pay attention to the numbers. Very neat. Hey, Night Song. Pepperfly says I should better know. Wait a minute, is Pepperfly the Pepperfly? I think it is. Hold on. Gotta look stuff up. To the internet! It is Reliquary version 1.3 by Pepperfly. Hey, Pepperfly. What's happening? I need a lot of mod authors hanging out in my streams. Yes. Yeah, so if anybody knows how the Reliquary interdiction torches work, Pepperfly does. Go ask him. I had 2 oil generators going. I'm a slow player. Okay, so hey, Asmacat, what's going on? Asmacat finally joined us on the test server. Yeah. Okay, I'm curious. Let's see. I need to make a hopper hawk, which I think requires... Does not require. Never mind. Okay, let's go over here. Rune of air. Winter, water, earth, fire. Do I really not have air? I thought maybe I used air. I've used all my air up. Carpet, feather, string. I do need to go get that. Oh, he snuck over from the Twitch side. Yeah, I was about to say, Pepperfly is one of those names I usually see on the Twitch side of things, I thought. But yeah, I've never assigned a name to the new Reliquary. I am sorry about that, Pepperfly. It's good to meet you. We've made real heavy use of your mod. Carpet. Do I have carpet? Hey, I do. Just need one. And I have that stuff over there. Lost my life to the test server, you mean? Yes, exactly. Okay, I need one of those, one of them. Gonna need one of those, and I need this thing. Get this out of the way. Boom! And shot with laser beams. Best kind of laser beams, but still. HD Gamer. Oh. More advertising and subs begging. I swear I'm going to actually write down some of the stuff these guys use, and I'm going to actually go add it to the community blacklist settings so they don't even get in the front door. Can I have a shout out? No. Just maintaining it so it's completely okay that people don't know the name. Hey, still though, Reliquary is one of those mods that it showed up for 110 and I was like, oh yeah. And it's got a lot of great stuff in the mod, like the Witherless Rose. As a casual player, the Witherless Rose is invaluable. It makes wither fights and dealing with the wither skeletons in the nether so much easier. Salamander's Eyes, really, really great. The chalice, the Everfull chalice thing, bottomless water, whatever, is great. Julian Archer continues to quietly stare at the screen. Yeah, and Chaos Firemaker is right. Nonsense. Maintenance is a very important job. Being able to have that mod in 110 and have it run smooth, run well, etc., that is not something to be trifled with or poo-pooed at. Light gray, redstone root. Right. I can't remember. I'm completely out of... Oh, grass clippings. Ooh, I do have some of those. I actually have some redstone over here, specifically for purposes of making things. Let's make some redstone root. Black. There's light gray. I just need one. There's gray. I just need one. So now what we do is we toss that in, toss those in, toss those in, and that in. Toss that in. So now what I want to do is I want to get flour, 1, 2 glowstone, a dirt block, and a pasture seed. Flour, 2 glowstone, we'll make it a glimmering. So it is actually now a light source. We do this, glimmering flour, pasture seed, dirt block. We get a floating black flour. Then you just stick these two in the grid, and you're making a floating hopper hawk. It swaps it out. Super simple. Not super simple, but it's not that bad. I think it's okay. That's a mana spreader. I thought it was an actual chest. Hang on a second. Periodically.
An Enderman head.
Oh, cool. Something you always need in Ender IO. Always, always. Okay. Oh, Mr. Cut, where'd you go? There you are. I have presents for you. There's a chest. And there's a floating... Oh, they fell. And there's a floating hopper hawk. And I will go get a whole bunch of item conduits. So that... Or a trash bin. Whatever.
Oh boy, we picked up half a stack of bones,
from that other one?
gunpowder, flesh, arrows, and 4 string.
A whole bunch of those in the system. Okay, that's good. That's good. Let's not go crazy here. I have...
You know, I think that might have been a significant contributor to a reduction in frame rate around here.
Where'd you put it?
Really?
Where is it? Oh, it's right here. Okay. So now what do we want to do? Do you want to run the cable or you want me to?
Hang on, let's see which way is a good way to go.
It's basically catty corner.
Excuse me?
Don't pick me, sir!
Oh no, I picked it up.
So we're gonna go... Yeah. Yep. There's lots of little things that a lot of people don't realize can contribute towards lag in an environment like this. A whole bunch of items sitting around on the ground. No bueno.
I mean, it's only one little thing, but it's with lots of little things put together. It's a big problem.
It's a little thing with little things. Hang on a sec. Let me grab my wrench. Okay, hang on a sec. You're digging. Whoops. Oh. Messed up the actual. Ah! I was about to say, yeah. Head towards me, good sir. We might need to move the trash can over a block.
No, can't you wrench the 2 bits apart?
Wrench the who?
Like, hang on.
Well, I mean, do you want to go up and behind this thing or what? We can go within the same space. That's fine.
Yeah, so I mean, it's like, can't we just change the top one to...
But I mean, do you want to kill this block up here? The one with the breaking pattern? Or do you want to come up where I am?
The side one, I think.
Come on, wood. Be gone with ye. There we go. Which means, whoa, that I need to actually disable. And that's going to do that. Is now.
Hang on, you have to be careful here.
Why?
At the moment, if you connect it, it will pull everything from this box into the trash can.
That is very... Well, you have a filter on extract. We could have put a filter on... Move the filter to insert on the trash can. And it's going to be the only endpoint. Well, that's not true. Let me go make another filter real quick. Just in case.
It's okay.
Get
I
it?
already got it. Yeah.
I just don't want too much, stuff being needlessly looped through the system, so...
It won't be. I've set the one that's on the draw filter to be red in, and the one on the box is red out.
Ah. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Okay. So here, wait a minute. You're down there. Have some conduit. I'm just going to spit them out at you. That's probably going to be enough, I think. That's a better part of half a stack, I think.
More than.
There we go. So now, okay, you already fixed that. Which means that should be getting emptied. Oh my gosh, and golly gee. We've got some cobblestone from somewhere.
Yeah, that's from here.
Raw chicken.
That'll be baby zombie on a chicken.
Yep. Yeah. Okay, we're getting some, like, enchanted pants.
Yeah.
Golden leggings.
The gold ones aren't filtered yet.
Okay. Yay! So now that mob farm doesn't have stuff sitting on the ground needlessly. Hey,
Yep, it
Rubber
filters
Chicken.
into these boxes.
Oh, Julian Archer and Rubber Chicken are the same person. Oh, I didn't notice that. Good Lord.
Yeah, speaking, all the drops from this are currently being binned, and we could pipe them across as well, but that's a bit silly.
All the drops from what are being binned? Oh, that
So-
thing? I think we're fine.
Yeah,
So now
I think
suddenly,
two's probably enough.
yeah, we suddenly turbo boosted our actual drop rates some. Yep, feathers, sure enough. Yeah, man, I tell you what, this is a really good system we got set up over here. I'm gonna miss this base, considering this whole place is probably gonna get reset and killed come the new year, but who says?
Thankfully,
What?
it's not a hard one to actually replicate this. It's relatively cheap. The awkward part's the nebulous heart and the getting a batwing.
Of course, the question is, if we're gonna reset to 111. Does that mean we're gonna be resetting to 4 mods? Because that's what it's gonna be right now.
Hopefully there'll be ATG, though. Hey.
Good point. Verizon store was packed, so I just head down there later, says Aridani. Well, we missed you, Aridani. With every shot so far. As McCat says, what I picture you polishing your banhammer. The Dark Preacher has a special kind of a pedestal at the back end of his sanctuary for his banhammer. He really likes that banhammer. He sharpens his. Ouch. I paint mine with YTG Dark Mode Camo, so they never see the banhammer coming, says Greylock. Okay, so we have, what is that? That is 16 drawers, which is probably overkill. We have 16 4x, which is probably more than we actually need. I would like to point out that these 2x2 drawers actually up here actually say 1x2. They all say 1x2, but they're actually 2x2, even though they list 4 slots. So these 4
Well, that's because the subtypes aren't done with properly.
Yeah.
Now with voila, they don't do perfect.
Well, so we have
One
yeah,
probe does. They show it right.
I do not have a 1 probe helmet. I need to. That's why I want to get back into my dark armor because I
Use
really
the setting
like it.
thing that makes it work. Where did I put that?
Oh
Sure,
yeah.
where did
Do you have it still?
somewhere.
I did not get one. But we have 16 drawers, 16 4x drawers, which are probably overkill. But I mean, it gives us plenty of space. We don't have to worry about it because of the void upgrades. We don't have to worry about overflow. The whole thing is, what did you say? 7x7. cuts.
7x8 with the drawers sticking out. But yeah.
Right. Yeah, so accounting for the drawers, it's 7x8, and it's basically an independent, no power needed mob farm. I really do like this design.
There you go. Throw it at you.
Oh, I got it. Change. This mod can show a tool step on screen when you place a block or entity. Hey, now I have 2. That means I actually need to remember. Okay, there we go. Visible, hidden, back. Hey, I'm down to 1. Awesome. Okay. Ah. Here's your paperback, sir. Before the Hopper Hawk gets it. Yeah, we're getting a lot of really good stuff, even accounting for some duplicate armor because of damage levels. We have tons of space. Yeah. Extra utilities, too. Storage drawers.
Yeah, there's not actually enough slots in the filter.
Botania, we can get a basic filter also, I think.
No.
We could pull out of an adjacent side, but that would look ugly. Do we want to try the slave again?
That should work. I put it back in the thing, though.
Back in back in the who?
Back in the main storage system.
Okay, hang on a second. Let me go get it. Okay, there's a slave. Do I need to make... I probably need to make another filter?
Yeah.
Mod item filter, existing item filter. Yeah, I'm going to have to make it another advanced filter. Advanced. Okay, I need some of those. I need some silicon. It's so silly. I need a zombie head. One of those. I need 2 solarium. 1, 2. Let's see how good the memory is. There we go. Awesome. I had pizza and fried cheese, says Shadowstar WDS. What? What's a hack? I had a taco salad. Ooh, taco salad sounds good. Hey, Paul Haydock, what's going on, man? The top of Cuts' head poking out of that trap door looked like a rabbit head for a minute there. Hashtag rabbit cuts. Okay. Sure, guys. And we need to do a little bit of that. Do you still have some of the item conduits?
Yes.
Okay. There is an advanced filter. And there's the slave controller. Ta-da! Boop, boop. Perfect. Ish. Yeah, okay. If I look at the controller slave and hit shift, I get a whole bunch of stuff that's actually in the storage system. So, I mean, it's seeing all that stuff. We already have 328 gunpowder. Wow. I'm actually going to take out a stack. Specifically because we can make some more TNT for the actual TNT generator downstairs. Which reminds me. I don't know what's going on with the power. We're just capped at 10,000. Okay, whatever.
There we go. Hold on.
Am I really out of sand?
And it works. So yeah, the slave is what I thought it was. Apparently the range on the main draw thing is 12 in all directions. And the slaves are additional IO.
Oh, it's 12 in all directions, not 12 across. Right.
I think so, anyway. I mean, I've seen things which are certainly wider than this, so I assume it's 12 in all directions.
I knew it was something like that. The number was 12. And 12 was the number.
Either way, the slaves are extra IO, and it does work. So
there you go. So basically now we have extra space for more filters to actually come off of that. More filter slots. Which means we can actually better refine this. And if we wanted to, we could actually put actually, like right below here, we could probably chain off another slave controller along these bottom rows and have even more. Yeah. Great.
Actually, with one down there, you might as well put one on all 5 sides and then stagger to the next one and put one on 5 sides and stagger to the next one on 5 sides.
Yep. Very cool. Okay. Let's see if my sand is done being made. Let's see. Sand. What? So much. Flint. That there. That there.
I always liked how the extra utilities ones worked. They only had one line, but you could put a filter. You could one of the things that you could put into a filter, if it was a filter itself, would also filter all of the things in that filter.
Yes. Yeah, recursive filtering. Dun dun dun. See now. Sploosh. Good on here. These are running. This does not have any redstone on it, so it's not running. I don't know what's... But we're going to put a couple of those in there to generate some extra buffer power. Why not? We have the needless gunpowder income. May as well make some extra fuel for the TNT generator, because it generates a lot of power. Okay. So, this was our project for today. Got about 10 minutes left in the live stream, by the way. You can use an existing filter to filter more than 10 items if you have an inventory to
configure it.
Yeah. Hey, Big Wayne, what's going on? How are you still live? That's been almost like 5 hours. What? I've only been live for an hour and a half. What are you talking about?
I just scared myself dropping down there because I saw a green moving square and it was a similar color to the top of a creeper. It's like, I mean, the hopper hawk was put there already. I knew it was there, but I still, just that second, like, oh.
So, yeah. Now to start thinking about some of the crazy stuff we could actually hook up to this to maybe auto-craft. That could be fun. We could put a cobble gen, a grinder, and auto-craft TNT. That'd be hilarious. I don't know why, but we could. Yeah. Actually getting a lot of crop-centric things this way. We got carrots. We got potatoes.
Carrots and potatoes are both rare drops from zombies.
Yeah. We could actually use a drying rack and rotten flesh and make a beef jerky. That is one thing I've actually done way back in 1.6.4 with Tinker's drying racks and Steve's factory manager. I automated a zombie farm, a zombie generator into a beef jerky factory, basically. Worked too. That was way back on the Resonant Rise server. So yeah. I miss Sync. Yeah, Sync was a fun mod. Especially with the pigs you could put on the treadmills and stuff. That was really clever. I liked that. Once upon a time, I wanted to have a base that was powered because it generated RF. Later on in that mod's life, the pigs on the treadmills generated like half an RF or something like that. Or it was like a 10th. I can't remember. You either needed like 2 pigs or 10 pigs to generate an RF.
Gigawatts were pretty bad.
Yeah, they had a pretty bad conversion rate. But I thought it'd be hilarious to have a room it was just racks of Pigawatt setups, just racks and racks of pigs on treadmills. And corners stacked all the way up bottom to ceiling, 8 blocks tall, have rows of them, kind of like a server room of some twisted kind. But I tested it in single player and the lag was unbearable, so I decided not to do that. Yeah. Server rooms serving pork, exactly. Yeah. I think it's a good design. I think this has been a very, very well spent day. Thank you, Mr. Cuts.
I think what I'm going to do with the like overworld side one in on Tilo's one is attach a crucible setup to melt down the armor and tools and things.
Okay, so actually this is a point. We already have a cursed earth set up in the nether, but at present I don't think it's chunk loaded. And our
it is.
Oh, is it? Okay, well also
it is. It was the first thing we chunk loaded.
Well, also our Killer Joe over there has no fluid. So he hasn't been running for like weeks and weeks and weeks. So we're not getting anything from that. But we could replicate this build, convert that one into this one over there.
It's about the same size.
And then just kind of, I don't know.
In fact, the one I made on Tilo, the Tilo one I made was in the same room where we have that on this. In the core room of another fort.
Yeah. But yeah, we could replicate this in change the existing mob farm into this kind of a mob farm over there. We wouldn't have to worry about fluid or RF, and we could pipe the items back to, I don't know, under here, and just funnel it up into this actual storage unit and have one massive wall of resources. Yeah. I could see that as actually being very, very useful. It's nighttime. Again. I'm going to go sleep.
Yeah, I already did like 4 times.
Exactly. 1.21 gigapigawatts. Funny, Dark Preacher. I see what you did there.
A giga?
It's over 9,800. It's not high noon yet, Breach. Give it a little bit. Technically in the Old West, high noon was actually like 11 o'clock or something anyway, so. Wait a minute, I thought I put this back. Picked up another one somewhere. Okay. We got about 5 minutes left. I'm actually going to swap over to, I don't want to swap over to Facecam. I'm going to cover some business here real quick. Right now I don't have anything scheduled for tomorrow night. I'm going to take off tomorrow night's live stream. I don't know what I would be doing if I did. So I'm going to take off a week. I'm going to figure out what's going on Wednesday nights. At one point I used to do, on Wednesday afternoons, I used to do live streams from the test server. I did creative builds and stuff like that. That was back in 1.7.10. I would like to start that series back up. However, I don't want to do afternoon streams because this is my only real afternoon stream. I kind of need my day to do videos and normal upload content. That's why live streams in the evenings are easier for me the rest of the week. Hey, Ash Bela. Welcome to the Twitch side of things. Morat says, if Overwatch has taught me anything, it's high noon somewhere. Thank you. So I don't know what I'm going to do. There is actually going to be some holiday content coming up for Overwatch. I am considering kind of I took a break for a while from Overwatch just because I just got Overwatched out. And they were patching and doing some bug fixing on that game. So I might step back into that for a little bit. But tomorrow night, there is no live stream. There will be a Thursday night ForgeCraft live stream. But we're getting into the holidays. I've got a lot of stuff going on. I did have a campaign, a charity live stream this weekend, but it got canceled. So that's why you haven't heard me say anything about it. Which reminds me, I need to email the people and tell them sorry. 2 dudes broke their wrists. Like each guy broke their left wrist or something like that about the same weekend. Really weird. Sorry about that. Twitch chat derped on me. It's okay, Ash Bala. But yeah, there is going to be another live stream Thursday night. It'll be back here on ForgeCraft, me and Mr. Cuts. We have to figure out which project we want to do next for Thursday. This was simple enough that it only took really half the live stream. Everything else has been us fiddling and fine tuning. Well, Cuts. But yeah, let's do that. Come on, buttons. There we go. A little bit of vagrant vision on the wind down at the end of the stream. But we'll figure something out. But Thursday evening at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, that is 8 p.m. Texas time, we will be right back here on ForgeCraft doing Minecraft 1.10.2 modded. I have at noon tomorrow my episode of Vagram's Chance 4.1 going out. It is going to be glorious and it's going to be awesome. And the second half is probably going to be a little boring, but that's okay. It builds up. And at least watch the start. And then we're going to have a whole bunch of other episodes of other guys doing their first episodes. Week 1, part 1 is going to be going out for a whole bunch of people tomorrow. And yes, we're going to be talking more about, we can actually finally start talking about what's going on, what's happening, the story behind things. So I don't know. I'm considering just kind of doing maybe a Friday night live stream or something on the weekend where we could just get all the guys together and talk about VC4. Because we got 12 people doing it this year, this go round, which is a lot. So yeah. Cuts, you know you have access to my test server, right?
I did not.
Yeah, you do. I think I put you on the whitelist and forgot to tell you like 3 months ago. So, yeah,
service.
You do actually have access to my test server if you care. So yeah, I trust Mr. Cuts' opinion on things. Mr. Cuts is going to be a good person that will be able to potentially spot, if we have, I'm not saying I'm going to make him my bug fixer, but he might be able to explain better a particularly weird error message we're getting. Or if we're seeing performance issues, he might be able to say, oh, it's probably this or whatever. Being a mod author, they have certain insight as to what's going on behind the scenes on things that I respect more than just any old person saying, oh, it's that block, it's the cables, the power cables,
Now, that said, I have, since 1.8, I don't really know anything about the graphics anymore.
Yes.
Everything's changed so much that I mean, 1.7, I could tell you all sorts of junk about it, but not now.
Yeah, but I mean, it is still a factor of you have a more educated insight to some of it than most people do.
This is true.
I think that's at least a fair assessment. So yeah. Okay. The Greater C says, I think I should have test server access by now too. Last week I posted on Patreon. If you did not get back to me directly on Discord, there's instructions on, if you go to patreon.com/Vagram, if you are a patron, you should be able to see a news post there. It will have instructions on what to do and follow them, and I'll get you straightened out. It depends. If you actually signed up for Patreon for me after the 1st of December, then you won't actually get processed until next month. Patreon has this thing where you can do upfront charging, but I have not switched to that yet because it's permanent. If you do upfront charging and you switch to that for your account, they have no way to reverse it. So I'm a little hesitant to do anything that is permanent, unchangeable. You cannot come back from this. No takesy backsies. That's weird. So yeah. Yeah, Dark Preacher says my episode of VC4 is coming out tomorrow, 4 p.m. CST. We have, I don't want to spoil it. Berg's video is out there, but I don't want to spoil it. Watch the episodes tomorrow. We can talk about it more later in the week. Then we can actually discuss what's going on, how things are set up, and what the progress is so far. I think it's going to be cool. Mr. Cuts, do you have any parting words of wisdom for us?
Not particularly this time.
Okay.
I mean, we've already said everything about all these and how nice the torches have been and everything. It's been surprisingly simple and straightforward.
It is disturbingly effective, yes.
Compared to before, when it was like, oh, how could we possibly do this? Well, we've got this, and we've got the swords, and and having to work out that the bound blade was the only way we could actually get something that wasn't going to destroy itself eventually, and then there's just this.
Yeah, now
add the spikes back in, and suddenly, whoosh.
Now, the only thing we actually have to do with this is just maintain the filter. That's it.
And that's almost a one-time thing. Once it's set, it's set. There's not going to be any extra things added.
It is definitely a diminishing maintenance ratio on it, yes. Yeah, it is a wonderful setup. If I had to pass along any words of wisdom, I would pass along one of the greatest and most treasured pieces of wisdom that my father told me when I was but a child. He looked at me in the face, he pointed at me, he says, "Son, never pet a burning dog." Catch you folks later. Have a good day. Bye-bye.